Because politics is the product of democratization. Politics comes from democratization. It's the vehicle that people use to have representation. At the national level to elect a president, at the constituency level to elect National Assembly members. So that their voices can be heard through those people, through the president, through the National Assembly member, and even through councillors and mayors. Now, if people say rise beyond partisan politics, I don't understand. Is it political parties as institutions? They have an objective different from development of the country? Yes. Is that what you are telling us? Yes. Then you have to leave this place. Because the people who created democracy believe that democracy is a tool for development and it's a place for honest people. Yes. It's not a place for crook people. It's not a place for thieves. So because if you project politics like that, it seems as if I feel bad that I look myself as a bad person. Politics is a decent and noble profession to be manned by people who are going to serve the interests of their people. Every government, every political institution should be anchored on ideologies and policies and programs that you want to emancipate from underdevelopment. I think because even the cabinet itself is a political entity, because it comprises of people from different political backgrounds. It's a multi-partisan cabinet as it is now. So the document they produce is a political document. This bill cannot be outside a political document. So what lens do we want us to see it? Because it's based on the programs of the existing government, what they want for the people of the Gambia. The opposite side will also have a different ideology, different view. We debate on that. So you are now saying those people are politicians, you are the real one. That's not, it's not a realistic statement. We should rise above that mediocrity and look, respect. If you don't give dignity to this house, people outside will look at us with disrespect. Because ministers themselves, MPs themselves, don't see themselves as they are in the right field. The avenue that can give people render development to the people. So we choose democracy, not dictatorship. We choose democracy, not monarchy. And democracy sets these things. Even the parliament is a democratic institution. So I advise us to watch our words so that people don't look down on us. This is not partisan politics. This is at the heart of the development of this country. The mover also mentioned that let us not repeat the mistake that was made in the past. That is the rejection of the 2020. Now, before even the election of that, the voting of that bill, the whole cabinet went on a rampage that there are provisions in that bill that targeted the presidency. There are provisions in that bill that are designed to attack the presidency. Presidential advisors, party mouthpiece. The whole Gambia had them. 18 people from the parliament here voted against that constitution. Now you stand here and say it's a mistake. Can you tell me how it is a mistake? Those ministers mislead the country, and those 18 mislead the country. Can you please explain how is a mistake? If it is a mistake and you now regret, what is stopping the executive to bring back that 2020? And now give your majority camp the provisions you think they are right for amendment. No need to tamper with it if you believe it's a mistake. Let it come back untouched. And any other amendment you propose, give it to your majority side. We come here, we debate on it, we go through all the processes. Why tamper with it before it comes here? So the issue is even not tampering with it. Apart from the interpretation part, the previous one contains 288, excluding the interpretation. The amendment to it is 124. Now look at that, that's almost 50. And even in the preamble, Mr. Speaker, I will read this preamble. Preamble, paragraph 2. Being committed to freedom, justice, accountable government, overall respect for the rule of law, recognize and affirm the principles that all power vests in and emanate only from the sovereign will of the people, which shall be respected at all times. This is what the preamble is saying. Sovereign will of the people. They went the whole country and put it there. Only cabinet seat sat and removed half of it. You are telling us it's going to uphold the sovereign will of the people? Which people? Which people did you represent? When you are removing 124, when you are amending 124, which people did you represent? When the preamble is saying the will, sovereign will of the people, is that contradictory? Who are we fooling? So, but if you look at what we are changed, you begin to see why it was needed for it to change. It explains the ideology of the government. It explains what you believe. It explains whether you believe in accountability, probity, and honesty. It explains whether you want an institutions that can hold government accountable. Look at the changes that we are doing. It affects accountability issues. It affects integrity. Integrity. Now, if you remove that, what do you expect government people to trust any government that cannot uphold itself to the principles of integrity? What do you think government? What kind? Who will elect a leader and give him all the powers, and that person has no integrity? It's natural. Removing that part alone speaks what the government believes in accountability, whether it believes it or not. So we cannot be wasting government people's time and waste our own time. If we mean development, we must say it, we must do it, and we must be seen to be doing it. Somebody speak. Constitution is not about term limit. Term limit. 50 plus. Term limit 50 plus 1 means nothing if it's going to concentrate too much power on the presidency that he becomes a dictator in the country. Term limit is meaningless if it does not put checks and balances that gives all the organs of government the right power they deserve in a democracy. Term limit is meaningless if people can do corruption and go scot-free. Term limit is meaningless if people cannot put their government accountable. It's meaningless. I cannot come here because term limit is not going to put bread and butter in people's basket. No. There are people that don't have term limit. They are moving. Every time you speak here, we cite Rwanda as an example. They don't have term limit. They don't have term limit. You cannot sell this bill just because of term limit and 50 plus 1. And then when people elect leaders, we don't have a framework, legal framework to hold them accountable. Look at even the impeachment of president. Abuse of power is removed as a phrase. It's there. Look at it. Abuse of power. So now, if you say, how can you hold a president for abuse of power? How can you sue government for abuse of power? It's deliberately removed. Look at it and compare. You all have it. Impeachment. And it's a very fundamental issue. How many times have we cried about that here? So even National Assembly's power itself has been reduced to nothing. So let's be very careful. We are making, somebody make here, let us not be conscience. And who said there is no provision here that says this is for honorable member for Kiang? So how can somebody stand and say that we should not be personal? Who is personal here? There is no clause that says this is going to protect Honorable Musa Badjie. No. Everything has to do with Gambians. So when we talk about people we represent. So if you talk about, somebody mentioned the executive has powers to bring laws. We don't dispute that. But the law also, the constitution does not say we have to swallow it whole line and sinker. We have to do the needful. We have to do our job. So that to align what is in there with the aspirations and wishes of the people. So it's very important we look at it holistically. Now, with regards to member of WULIS, even gave us a very good example when he mentioned that the junta this 97 constitution, they went around and came and butchered it. This government went around and came and butchered it. Now, what is the difference? What is the difference? It's the same. What the junta did is what the others. No, I didn't observe you. Allow me. I have got on my table. I'm not observing you.
No, Carol,
no.
Don't just stop talking.
So the issue. Willie is. It's okay. It's very important. It's very important. When we speak because we want to the best for our people. And also, when you speak, don't make yourself the saint and make the others the evil. How can you say people are speaking because their campaigns are funded with people? Who? Tell us the person. If you believe you have the right sources to fund your campaign, you did so. Why would you say other members are supporting it because they have people who are funding their campaign? That's blanket accusation.
Exactly.
It's incorrect. Honorable Speaker, Constitution of any country is an embodiment of the wills and aspirations of these people. And all these things are anchored on, because we say we are a democracy. Democracy has principles. So when the Constitution is devoid of these principles, we will against it with all our might and energy. We will do so. We are not in a haste. Gradually, Gambia must have a document that is befitting. If you are comfortable to use the document, and even the provisions of 1997, there are issues that the sitting government is flirting with continuously. Every time people are challenging the government to court. So you cannot say a champion of democracy when the constitution you want to change, that you describe as a product of dictatorship. You are using some of those things that are there to muzzle the press, to trample on people's rights. And now you are saying by bringing new constitution, you are championing how? So, for me, we have to speak and let people hear us. Because constitution is for every Gambian. So when we reject it based on these facts. And we want Gambian people to understand that this constitution is not in the best of their interest. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.